Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Probst. Welcome to First Star Celebration 2020, full steam ahead. We have a fun afternoon planned. Thanks for joining me. I'm in my home. Hopefully you're somewhere equally comfortable. And today we're going to celebrate some of our First Star Academy scholars. We're also going to pay tribute to a couple of First Star friends who are helping propel First Star into new virtual places with their early and significant investment in a bold new initiative, the First Star National STEAM Academy. We're also going to honor one of our directors for her work in the STEM fields. So it'll be a fun hour, and you're going to learn a lot about this program and organization if you aren't already familiar. We have one thing in common. Survivor, the show I produce, and First Star have been around 20 years. And what we have in common is that, like any organization, over those 20 years, we've had to overcome different challenges. But there's nothing like what we're facing today. The way we learn, the way we gather, everything is changing. And First Star is taking it head on with innovation and optimism. And with your support, the students and the academies, they can continue not only just to survive, but to actually thrive. And that's what today is really about. You're going to meet some of these scholars. You're going to hear from some of the academies. And we're going to ask you to make a donation to keep this program going as strong as it has been. And you'll do that by texting STEAM 2020 to 44321. So it's STEAM 2020 to 44321. But there is somebody much more well-spoken on this, somebody who knows a lot more about this program, and somebody who I'm proud to introduce right now. Here is the CEO of First Star, Lindsay Collins Wilson.
Thank you so much, Jeff. We are honored to have you host our event this evening. Welcome everyone to the 2020 First Star Celebration, full steam ahead. A year ago, when I assumed the role of First Star's Chief Executive Officer, I had no idea of the challenges we would soon be facing. COVID-19, a global health pandemic, social justice movements happening across the country, and a monumental election season. This year has been like no other, and we have relied on our many donors and friends to help us through this challenging time. They have lent their expertise, their advice, and most importantly, their time. This evening is an opportunity for us to celebrate all that First Star and our scholars have achieved and overcome in these unique times. Over the past few months, the team at First Star, which includes our committed national staff, alongside our incredible Academy directors, have dedicated endless days and tireless nights to our Academy programs, which create real and lasting change in the lives of foster youth we serve. In the middle of a pandemic, we shifted our programming entirely to the virtual space. And might I add, this year, our COVID-19 class, every single one of our scholars graduated from high school. Later in the event, you will see how we've approached these challenges. We've approached them with optimism, strategy, and intentionality to support even more youth with our unwavering belief that if we can lend support to students in foster care, they can fulfill their dreams and achieve First Star Brilliance. First Star Brilliance captures a sense of commitment, intestinal fortitude, brilliance, and compassion. And it is those pillars that we are taking, and it is those pillars that guide the remarkable individuals in our organization. This year, we are taking that term and honoring a member of the First Star Network for displaying First Star Brilliance. More on that a bit later. I would like to thank our event committee and our First Star board for the countless hours spent planning and making this evening a success. With a special shout out to Peter Samuelson, our president and co-founder, thank you. Judy Hackett, Glenn Friedman, and Vince Thompson, who led the charge while our national team, including Erin Buchanan, Jenny Ann Gallo, Janice Oyama, Brian Ritchie, and Robin Winston executed the vision. Tonight, we will be introducing you to a new initiative, the First Star National STEAM Academy, and honoring those who have both inspired it and generously provided startup funds and a matching grant to get it off the ground. We would like to extend a very special thanks to Deidre and Bill Catuzzi for seeding the Match Challenge. And thank you to the team at Brian Steibel for stepping up with the first significant gift. I hope you enjoy this special evening because it's all about you. It's also all about you. Our dear friends, our amazing community supporters, our extraordinary university partners, and our remarkable scholars. We hope that you come away with a renewed faith in the work that we are doing to uplift communities by building strong pathways for hundreds of high school age foster youth to post-secondary education and successful adult lives through our 14 First Star Academies across the nation. With your help and support of our newest initiative, the First Star National STEAM Academy, which launches in January 2021, these hundreds of youth will soon be thousands. Please consider making a donation. Every dollar raised tonight will be matched. And if you are one of those special individuals or families and can give $500 or more today during the program, we want to acknowledge you and we want to share your gift with the audience. To everyone tuning in, we are thrilled to share this momentous occasion with you. If you are open to contributing, please consider one simple method, and that is texting. You may text to donate to First Star, and here is how.
What's good, everybody? My name is Isaiah Showell, and I wanted to be the first one to welcome you to our First Star National Graduation Ceremony!
We want to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2020.
All of the scholars, you guys have done so well and have made me, and I know everybody else, incredibly proud.
But the past 3 years has been the most amazing and enriching experience of my life.
I am so excited for my graduating scholars.
Hats off to you, seniors.
Someone that I look up to said, being a part of something special makes you special. Then, later on, that same person said, being a part of something special does not make you special. Something is special because you are a part of it, and that's been the case with First Star Academy.
I cannot express how blessed I am to have been a part of the First Star family for the past couple of years. It has been one of the best things that have happened to me.
I would just like to thank everybody who's been on this journey with all of us class of 2020. During this pandemic, all of us lost hope for our senior year, being that we lost a lot of activities that we wanted to do, graduation, prom, but First Star made today so special for us.
There's so many different people on this call, and I would have never seen before if it wasn't for this First Star graduation. So I'm happy to be here.
You will always be part of the First Star family.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Devine, news anchor, Fox 11 News in Los Angeles. First Star, we go way back. They wanted to address the challenges faced by the systems that are supposed to serve foster care. Well, they turned it into a thriving network of hundreds of students across the country participating in the First Star Academies. From coast to coast, from the University of Miami to Sacramento State to Kent State to my own alma mater, Arizona State University. Go Devils! Here's Kalia's story.
I will be attending CSUN, Cal State Northridge, and honestly, it's just something I've been looking forward to for a really long time now.
I met you through foster care and the First Star program, prepping you for college. How excited are you to transition from that program to the real thing?
Before, it was kind of just like, oh, college, oh.
What's the degree you're pursuing at CSUN?
I will be majoring in business administration. I really want to aim for a master's degree, at least.
Yes. So won't you be one of those supporters, those supports? Text STEAM 2020 to 44321. It's about giving foster youth a starring role in their own lives so they can shine that light on ours.
Scholars, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Always remember, you are possible.
I think some of our students realize that regardless of my academics, regardless of trauma I've experienced, that I have a contribution to make, I have a role to play. And when I give of myself, I become somebody greater than I thought I ever could become.
They have to believe that they can do the best they can be. And that journey of defining what it is the best that they want to do or how far they want to come, that's what I want to give them, the possibility that they can do whatever they want.
As a first-generation daughter of immigrants, I understand the power of education as, a way to live the life that you want to. So I got involved with this work because it's very personal to me, and that's what drives me every day to make sure that all kids have the opportunity to go to any college or do anything that they want to do after they graduate high school.
I think that my greatest hopes and wishes for them is that they see in themselves how utterly lovable they are and how good and brilliant they are, and that they're able to fully sort of live in that knowledge in their own lives.
What inspires me most about the kids is easily how resilient they are. When you just look at these kids surface level, they're just any other kid, right? It's just, but there's so many things that they have to deal with, circumstances that they have to deal with that are really out of their control.
To the scholars, I have enjoyed working with you all. I am so glad to have you all as a part of our First Star family, and I'm looking forward to growing with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you all accomplish wonderful things. And remember, we are First Star.
I'm Kyla Colburn, and I am 17. I'm a senior in high school.
As an advocate for other kids and as a part of First Star, why is it important that people continue to do what they can to support this? Because that's really what tonight is about, is continuing it for the next Kyla who's coming around the corner.
So if First Star wasn't here, there would be so many kids that were uneducated and didn't know where to go. First Star gives resources that kids even out of foster care wouldn't even have. And it's something that you can't replace. First Star is one of the best things that happened to me.
So this idea of the program that I really connect with is that you meet a group and in most cases, you tend to stick with that group, right? You stay together, you form this family. What is that like for you now to have this group of sometimes, 30 other people like you?
It was really weird seeing how many people I could actually relate to. but it was really nice because someone can finally understand what you're going through.
Is there a common lack of understanding that you notice?
100%. Because people, when they picture kids in the foster system, they think, oh, it's a bad kid. What did they do to be taken away? And that is not the case at all.
And how do you explain to somebody who hasn't had to go through this, that when you say, oh, I always feel welcome, why is that so important?
It's important because kids in this situation, we don't always have that. And we try to focus on all the good things, but there's always that background where you think that, oh, are they going to leave too? What's going to happen in the future? Is this really happening?
So that uncertainty that rules so much of your life, when you get into First Star, I'm curious if you feel safe only when you're with them, or does it start to change and shape your behavior to where you can start to feel that maybe I can be safe in life?
Oh, it has changed that behavior because you start to trust people more and you understand other people's struggles.
You know, it's interesting. What you just said connects me to the show that I work on in my job, Survivor, where we take a group of strangers and put them together and sort of force this tribe mentality. But it's amazing how many times it becomes a family, which is kind of what you're saying. You walk into a group of people you don't know, but they know something about you, that you all have something in common and they welcome you. Do you feel that throughout First Star?
Oh, every time I talk with anyone in First Star, I just feel welcomed. And it's an experience that you can't really explain. I didn't know that I wanted to be where I was until I felt safe.
Wow. So you couldn't dream until you felt enough security first.
Exactly.
Kyla, if you were expressing your biggest emotion, and I know you're not a big emotion person, you're pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
What would it be when it comes to First Star? What brings that smile inside you full tilt?
It makes you happy. Like, you can't help but just feel overjoyed when you have this support system that cares for you in a way that no one else can.
And you know what's amazing about what you just said is the thing that brings you the most joy was this sense of community.
First Star is a place where you can feel safe, and it's there. It's not going to leave. You can believe in yourself for the first time in God knows how long, and you can smile and you can become a family with people that you didn't even know yesterday.
Maybe it's like a little stepladder. It's really just saying, if you say yes, Kyla, if you're willing to say yes to this adventure, then we've got a little ladder to help you step up and reach high up there to grab whatever dream you want. Is that right?
That's exactly what First Star is. It's a tool that we use to get to where we want to be instead of following in the footsteps of people before us.
I'm proud of you, and I really appreciate you taking more time to explain what First Star is, because you just nailed it. Nicely done, Kyla.
Thank you.
All right, today's musical guest, Dreyon, is a self-proclaimed survivor of the foster care system, and Dreyon is First Star's newest ambassador. Enjoy.
Hello, First Star family. My name is Dreyon, and I am so excited to be a First Star ambassador, and I'm so honored and thankful that you all asked me to be a part of this amazing celebration, and I'm just thankful to be with you all today. So I am a singer, songwriter, and performing artist originally from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm a Berklee College of Music graduate, songwriting major in Boston, Massachusetts. And I use my music, my creativity, my art to inspire others, to uplift others, to bring hope, and to specifically shed light on topics such as foster care reform. At the age of 6, I was placed into foster care, and I was in the system for 6 months. And I went through 5 different foster homes. I was neglected, I was bullied, I was put on 7 different medications, I was tested on in hospitals and went through psychiatric testing. But I came out on the other end, triumphant, victorious, and I love to use my testimony and my story to uplift foster youth, particularly because I myself, I needed that. So the amazing thing about a First Star Academy for foster youth is specifically that you are giving them direction. You are giving them another alternative besides the one that has been presented to them or the one that they've had to take on because of their situation. You have given them a new way of thinking, a higher level of thinking that they need, because a lot of these youth feel so beaten down. They feel so alone and left out. They feel like they've just been neglected and dumped, but you have given them something that many people would never give them, and that is a chance. So the work that you do is so essential. It's so amazing, and it's so helpful to these children because you are giving them a new light, a new path, a new way that they can become the best them that they can be. So as I said, I love to use my music to uplift and inspire. So I want to leave you with this little nugget of inspiration. I have a little saying that goes, in order to see a change, you have to be the change. In First Star Academy, you are in fact the change. So I want to leave you with this song that I released last year, my first single, entitled For a Change Is Coming. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you enjoy.
Keep running, keep running, keep on moving, moving for change. He's coming. Keep on running, keep running, believe it, keep moving, moving for a change. Is coming. Keep on running, keep moving, for is coming. Keep on running, just believe it, keep moving, coming. Change is the future is here and now. I am the future. You are the future. And together we can be the change of tomorrow if we only remember the power of our voices, the impact of our history, and the effectiveness of our music. We hold the fate of the future in our hands. So what are we going to do with it? Don't be the problem, be the change.
Thank you, Drian. Thank you, Kyla. Both hearing your interview, Kyla, was an opportunity for us to really think about the impact the First Star program has on our young people and on our scholars. When you talked about being a part of the Academy was the first time where you felt trusted, or you felt trust, you felt safe, and as a result, you could reach for your dreams. That's exactly what we desire to do at any given time. When Peter and Sherry Quirk first founded First Star, it was because they identified a problem and they wanted to find a solution that would ultimately result in change. Drian, we are so excited to have you as our ambassador. Thank you for your message. And every day as an organization, we are pushing to find solutions so that the change is not just transactional, but that we have transformational change in every single student that we support across the country. Before I jump back to Jeff, I just got a message from Robin, and she's our COO, and she has texted me with a few names of individuals that have given $500 or more. And so I want to go ahead and shout you guys out because you all are making our evening even more special. And so the first individual is actually Vince Thompson. Vince and Jackie Thompson, thank you so much for your donation of $5,000. We appreciate you. Our next donation, Michael Cook, also a board member. Thank you, Michael Cook, for your donation of $1,000. Our next donation, Robert Felmuth, also a board member. Thank you for your donation of $1,000. Julie Owens, thank you for your donation of $500. And Rose Kujawa, thank you for your donation of $500. Every dollar counts. Everything that you pour into First Star goes directly to our students in order to realize the change that we all seek to see. At this time, if you'd like to donate, please text to donate, text STEAM 2020 to 44321. Now back to you, Jeff.
And now I'd like to introduce two of tonight's honorees. Both Jeff Steibel and Bill Catuzzi have challenged First Star to go beyond the known and to use this moment to bring resources to more foster youth. They're pushing First Star forward with intelligence and ingenuity, and they have been instrumental in helping to launch the First Star National STEAM Academy. To learn a little more about the Catuzzis, here's First Star trustee Steve Sarowitz.
Hi, this is Steve Sarowitz, and I'm here to talk about my good friends, Bill and Dee Catuzzi. A few years back, I was talking to Bill, and I knew he had an interest in foster kids. And I mentioned First Star to him. And I knew that Bill would be interested, but I had no idea how Bill would really embrace this organization and make it his own. He and I have been supporting First Star in New Jersey for the last several years, and Bill has been not just an outstanding supporter, he has used his big heart to embrace this organization, to inspire the kids, to take that same energy that made him such a successful business person and bring it into First Star and make it his family. Dee, you have a heart of gold and you have the patience of a saint to deal with Bill. And I know that everything Bill does, you stand behind him and you stand next to him, and I think the two of you are an amazing couple. And I just want to say that I appreciate you as friends, and I really appreciate the work you've done with First Star. I think First Star is an amazing organization. I think it's a worthy organization, and I'm so glad that I made that introduction. I'm so privileged to work with the two of you to support First Star and help the kids. And I really think that they couldn't do better than have you as a friend, a funder, and a mentor.
Hey, Mr. Catuzzi, it's Anazre from First Star. First, I want to say thank you for letting us be a part of First Star and giving us this amazing opportunity to be a part of First Star. You have helped us grow in so many ways that you don't even know. But with First Star, we learned so many new things, met many great teachers and other peers. We appreciate you so much, and I couldn't thank you enough. Congratulations on your award, and talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
On behalf of the South Jersey First Star Collaborative, I want to congratulate Mr. Bill Catuzzi on receiving this tremendous award. Bill often says, I have the easy part. I just got to write the checks. Well, Bill, first of all, that isn't the easy part. If it were, I think more people would be doing it. But secondly, you do so much more than that. You indeed don't just invest financially. You invest your whole selves. For example, you just don't treat our kids to a baseball game. You in fact take them to the baseball game. You treat them to concessions, and then you even dance with them during the rain delay. You don't just pay for our kids to have a fancy night out on the town. You actually take them out on the town. Your family dines with us. We are so very grateful for all that you've done for us. Our students are your students. Our family is your family. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bill and Deidre.
We are so excited that you are receiving this award tonight. You two are part of what makes this a First Star family.
Yes.
And we are so honored that you pour your generosity out both to us and to the students that are benefited by First Star.
You two have always gone above and beyond, constantly asking how you can support and bless us, have been a huge blessing to us, and our students have been so personable with them. And we are thankful that you are part of us as a whole First Star Collaborative, of First Star fam. And so thank you and congrats once again. We are First Star.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for those kind and thoughtful words. Bill and I are honored to receive this award. There are so many community partners and wonderful people involved in First Star, and we thank them all for what they do every day, which is empowering our foster youth with the knowledge and inspiring them to reach their full potential. It is because of you that so many lives are changed and new beginnings are made possible. Most of all, we thank the students of First Star for your dedication, fierce determination, and hard work. You know that First Star is helping change your lives, but what you may not realize is how much you have changed our lives. Thank you for opening your hearts and letting us be a part of your journey. Years from now, books will be written about this time in history. COVID-19 has changed how we educate our children, how we work and live. It has touched every aspect of our lives, and it has changed how we are meeting this year. In response to this, Bill and I, along with Jeff Steibel and our First Star team, will be launching the first national STEAM program. This program will enable our students to explore areas in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. As educators, it is our responsibility to provide the tools necessary for our students to reach and achieve their goals. And we believe this new program will continue to help us do that. The STEAM Academy will help foster youth learn and become excited about careers in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. STEAM careers have grown substantially over the past few years and can lead to increased opportunities for growth, development, and earning potential. This program will feature a series of interactive virtual tech talks that will be grounded in social justice and given by tech leaders who have had similar life experiences as our students. This unique approach will validate and affirm our young people's experience and empower them with the knowledge to reach endless opportunities. We are so excited to continue our journey with First Star. Now I'd like to turn it over to Bill, who will say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Dee. And thank you, Steve Sarowitz, my friend, mentor, for the kind introduction. And thank you, everybody, for those beautiful words. I've learned a lot about business working with Steve, but the most valuable lesson he taught me was how to transfer my skills to make meaningful change in our society. One of the best things Steve did for me was introduce me to First Star and to Peter. When you start a business, it's really important to have a mission statement, and I personally like to add a vision statement as well. When I first met Peter, I asked him what his mission statement was, and he told me it was to change the lives of foster care youth by giving them the life skills they need to lead successful lives. His vision, he said, was to build 100 academies with 10,000 students in 10 years. I decided on that day to make that my vision as well, and to use what I learned in business to help me make it a reality. The principles in your mission and vision statement are meant to guide you instead of serving as a rigid plan. Because our world is moving so fast and you have to be agile and constantly adapt to bring that vision to life, this has never been more true than in the past year. 2020 has shown us that our country is still a work in progress, and that many people are facing challenges and adversity like never before. So how do we take that mission and vision and make it a reality when so much has changed and so much is at stake? For First Star, the pandemic has taught us how to take our academies virtual, eliminating many of the barriers that prevent colleges and universities from becoming First Star partners. With these obstacles removed, we can more quickly and effectively fulfill our vision. And by combining a traditional First Star Academy with our new virtual STEM program, we believe we're not only getting closer to reaching our mission, but empowering our students to become the future leaders that our country so desperately needs. And it's just the beginning. To date, the First Star STEM program has raised over $175,000, and we are very close to reaching our goal of $200,000 to ensure the success of this program. With your support, you can help bring our mission and vision to life in a new way. Any contribution you can provide is greatly appreciated. And if you decide to make a gift of over $1,000, you'll be included in the donor sponsor wall on the First Star website. So please join Dee and I in supporting this exciting venture for First Star. Thank you again for this award, and I look forward to working alongside each of you over the next few years to continue to support our foster care youth. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Deidre and Bill. And now let's hear from some friends of Jeff Steibel, and after that, we'll hear from Jeff and his brother, Aaron.
Hey, Jeff. I love seeing you in the spotlight, even though I know you don't like being there, but you sure do deserve it. I don't know if you remember, but you were the one that introduced me to Peter and to First Star several years ago, and for that I want to thank you. I also want to thank you for your steadfast commitment to education and for your help in supporting an equal education opportunity for all. Thanks, Jeff, and congrats.
Hey, Jeff, Pete Del Grosso here. As you know, I've known you for 34 years, which is incredible. It was a time when you could barely grow a little mustache and couldn't grow your hair. Now you're just Mr. ZZ Top and have your luscious locks. Congrats on this honor from First Star. Well deserved.
Hi, Jeff. Congrats on your First Star honor. Well deserved, as I've seen firsthand your dedication to education as a means of helping the underprivileged throughout the last 20 or so years of knowing you. You've put in not only your own time and money, but have rallied friends, family, coworkers, and even communities to do the same. With that, I can only imagine how many individuals have benefited from your efforts.
He's always finding ways to give back to the community, especially when it comes to education. Charity is just in his DNA. Aside from charity, there is one more thing that he puts first. It's the length of his hair. The unwritten rule among the team members is that we really can't grow our hair longer than his. Jeff, congratulations on being honored by First Star.
Hi, Jeff.
The entire Lou Schneider clan just wanted to wish you congratulations. The conversation that I enjoyed the most is the conversation that we had about social issues, and it was around all of our ideas on how we were going to fix things in this country.
Hey, Jeff. I just want to offer my congratulations. Anyone that's known you for any amount of time knows that you're inherently generous and probably don't like the public recognition all that much, but it doesn't make it any less well-deserved. Congratulations, and I wish we were doing this in person.
Hey Jeff, congratulations on your first star honor. You have always told us that the main benefit of success in business is the ability to help others, and you are certainly delivering on that front.
So, this evening, I can think of no one who is more deserving of being recognized for his efforts and dedication to education. Thank you, Jeff. And from all of us, congratulations, Jeff.
Congratulations, Dad. We're so proud of all the hard work you do.
You inspire us every day so much.
We love you.
Hey guys, my name is Aaron Steibel. I won't be making fun of Jeff's hair because everybody else did, but don't worry, I will be making fun of him. My name is Aaron Steibel. I'm Jeff's brother, and I'm extremely proud that First Star has invited me to give him this year's award. I would like to quickly talk about how much First Star means to me and my family. First of all, when my husband Travis and I started our family, we very quickly decided adoption was right for us. Almost 10 years later, that decision has proven itself brilliant every single day of our lives, as we have the honor of raising and loving our amazing son, Boston. Well, almost every day. I remember meeting Peter at a technology event a year or so ago, right after Boston was born. I thought to myself, what an amazing guy, and what an amazing charity. Since then, I've come to learn I was wrong about that second part. First Star is not an amazing charity. First Star is an amazing family, a family that I am proud to support, and a family that Jeff is proud to support. If you told me growing up that Jeff would be receiving an award for supporting education amongst high schoolers, I would have laughed at you. As successful as Jeff is, many people would be surprised to know he was not the greatest student early on. His grade point average in high school was meh. His favorite subject was hanging out in the parking lot, and his attendance record was, let's say, sufficient. However, during his first year in college, Jeff fell in love with learning, and that love hasn't waned since. Jeff has dedicated a large part of his life to promoting education. During my time running companies with Jeff, he has reserved both time and money for educational causes. He spearheaded the nation's first company matching program for education savings. He was honored by Pepperdine University with an honorary doctorate. He donated an entire company to Tufts University to put controversial technology in the hands of educators. With his wife, Cheryl, he's helped raise two very smart kids, Lincoln and Dennis. And he supports you and the First Star family. During what seems like one of our nation's most turbulent times, I am reminded of one of my favorite presidential quotes. Education is the silver bullet. Education is everything. We don't need little changes, we need gigantic, monumental changes. Schools should be incredibly expensive for government and absolutely free of charge for its citizens, just like the national defense. Unfortunately, that quote isn't from a sitting president. It's from the television show West Wing. And until a real president says this, I'm happy that First Star is stepping up to deliver on that very promise, and honored to present this award to my brother Jeff for helping them do so. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Steibel. Here's your weapon.
Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you all for the wonderful words, and thank you for this award. It frankly far too kind and generous. As you heard from most of my friends and family, something that I accept reluctantly, don't necessarily feel that I deserve it. Frankly, people who deserve it are the people around this virtual room. The team at First Star, led by Peter, Lindsay, and Robin, and the First Star students who have, against all odds, continued to shine and do as well as we knew that they always could do. And those are the people who are going to change the world long term. And that's why I'm proud to support this cause. Education for me, for my family, for my team, and my friends is the single greatest way that we can impact the world. And helping that next generation is what we're focused on and what we're interested in. And as I think back
I learned about First Star, I think it was nearly 10 years ago, from a friend, Jim Jonason, who introduced me to Peter. And I was blown away by the organization. At that point, pulled Judy Hackett in from my team, who I knew shared my passion. She's now on the board. And I've been able to watch as they, along with the leadership of First Star, have done just some amazing, tremendous things. So, if I could, the thing I would do more than anything is try to give this award back and present it to each and every one of you, because what you do makes all of us proud, and it's going to make the world a better place. So thank each and every one of you. Now back to you, Jeff.
Somebody better take it.
Hello to my wonderful and beloved First Star family. My name is Paulo Velasco, and I'm the director of the UCLA Bruin Resource Center. I've had the great privilege of working with First Star for nearly 10 years, ever since First Star and UCLA partnered to develop the very first academy way back in 2011. One of the most amazing things that I witnessed during my time at UCLA was to see how First Star, made up of a small but mighty and driven group of people, was able to expand the model of that very first academy to establish a network of academies all across the country. Throughout the years, I've had the opportunity to meet and work with many of the First Star Academy directors. They are an amazing, amazing group of people who have always inspired me with their talent, passion, dedication, and the heart that they bring in serving our youth. As the director of the First Star College of Staten Island Academy, Senemet Olatunji embodies First Star brilliance. Her unwavering and uncompromising support of her students included a week-long HBCU STEM college tour from Pennsylvania all the way to North Carolina, sponsored by a grant from the AT&T Foundation. Coupled with the care and attention she lends to her program, singling her out for the inaugural First Star Brilliance Award is more than fitting. It's now my pleasure to introduce you to Senemet. Let's hear from some of her biggest fans.
Senemet, it is an honor to work alongside you in First Star. I most appreciate and admire your authenticity in all things.
As a First Star scholar, to me, Miss O is very consistent. I like that about her, very reliable, and she is very good at keeping her word when it comes to doing things for the betterment of her students.
Congratulations, Senemet. You are so deserving of this wonderful award.
Thank you for everything you do for our academy. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. We are so proud of you. Bravo.
Really proud to have been able to work with you, and I hope that everything that you have done so far in your life takes you to that place you desire to be. I am so grateful for everything that you do, and please know that I love you and you can always count on me.
This is Linda Ram, Director of First Star Sacramento State Academy. Congratulations, Mrs. O, for the Brilliance Award.
Senemet, I admire your brilliance and passion. Congratulations on this very well-deserved award.
Every time we get a chance to talk, it's so obvious how much passion you pour into your kids and into your programming. So it's definitely well-deserved.
Congratulations, Senemet. This is a richly deserved award.
Personal life coach as a First Star scholar for me, because she has reminded me my worth is that she keep it real. She does not play any games. She let me know my own destiny if I don't take the advantages that has been presented to me.
I admire the way you find creative ways to teach your youth about social justice and life in general. Keep up the good work. It's a real pleasure.
You're also always pushing the envelope to be creative and to change things up when needed. You're an incredible director, an incredible human being, and I'm so glad I've gotten to know you over these last few years. Congratulations again. We love you.
Wow, you all got me.
Thank you for that video. When I started my role as director of the First Star College of Staten Island Academy 4 years ago, I had no idea where this journey would lead me. This role has provided me the opportunity to work with a dynamic group of students and the freedom to innovate in unimaginable ways. I've spent the past 17 years as an educator and social worker and have seen firsthand how education can be a great equalizer for those whose society has marginalized. My motto throughout my professional journey has been simple. When we are charged with molding and shaping the lives of our youth, we hold an important responsibility to create opportunities to give them the freedom to dream wildly, execute fiercely, and have an unwavering understanding that everything that they need in life is already inherent within them. And imagine if all youth had a place like First Star, a place that imagines the best outcomes for its students and helps them to manifest their destinies. I am humbled and honored to receive tonight's recognition, but more importantly, I look forward to our continued vested work in uplifting the brilliance of our young people. Thank you to the First Star family. Thank you to my College of Staten Island family, our partners, and most importantly, the scholars who continue to fiercely redefine the vision for their lives, no matter the circumstances they face. Thank you, thank you. And here's Lindsay, again, to tell you more about our newest initiative, the First Star STEAM Academy. Thank you, everybody.
Hi everyone. In the midst of our work to uplift communities and create change by building strong pathways for hundreds of high school-age foster youth, COVID-19 happened. Now we are experiencing two fundamental shifts. One with the COVID-19 crisis and the resulting technology shifts in education and employment, and the other in widespread social justice movements pointing out racial injustices that have plagued our nation and more specifically have impacted our scholars disproportionately. Out of these realities, we created the First Star STEAM Academy. STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Foster youth are often railroaded out of science and math courses, not through lack of desire, but often due to home and school changes. Imagine if you were required to move 6 times during your high school career. It would be nearly impossible to advance in math. This is what is happening to our youth every day. At First Star, we acknowledge this and we see our responsibility to uplift foster youth and expand their understanding of STEAM careers and the vital role they will play in the 21st century. The First Star STEAM Academy, led by technology grounded in social justice, will invite foster youth from all over the country to tap into the possibilities and wonders of STEAM. The Academy will present culturally responsive content delivered by presenters with shared life experiences. They will be Black, Latinx, former foster youth, first-gen professionals who can validate our young people while simultaneously empowering them to shoot for the stars. We are excited to partner with Clarity Benefit Solutions and Brian Stiebel as we launch the First Star STEAM Academy. Additional collaborations with universities and leaders in the tech field will help us as we guide more foster youth towards STEAM careers with increased earning potential that will help break the cycle of poverty and provide a greater opportunity to contribute to their communities. At the end of the day, we want to empower teenagers in the child welfare system. We want them to know that STEAM careers are possible and accessible. With our focus on social justice, they will know that they can achieve their dreams. Together, we can make this a reality. Today, I ask that you donate to the STEAM Academy. You've heard the need. You understand that technology in the 21st century is here, but our youth are not accessing it. We want to give that not only to our First Star scholars that are in our academies, but we want to give that to youth throughout the country. How amazing, how impactful would it be for us as a collective community to come together to fund this project and to know that we will empower thousands of lives throughout this country. I'm excited. Again, if you can, please donate to the First Star STEAM Academy.
And now a man who really needs no introduction, co-founder and president of First Star, Peter Samuelson.
Well, good evening, everybody. I believe this is the 17th celebration. It's certainly the most unique. There are ways to measure our success from a celebration. Did we raise enough money to keep this ship afloat? Well, we're almost there, not quite. There's still time for you to text STEAM 2020 to 44321. That's STEAM 2020 to 44321. But there are other ways that I think we can measure whether our celebration is up to par. For me, it's how many minutes in before I tear up. I actually didn't even make it to the beginning moment because those videos of our scholars that were shown before we even started, they had me going. And I realized in this very tricky, challenging year for the adults, one of the reasons why First Star has been able not just to survive, but to thrive is that our clients, our scholars, our students, they've handled much more adversity, but come back from it and up and beyond it. And they're not victims, they're survivors. And today is the first day of the rest of their life. So for us to say, we have a pandemic, how are we going to handle that in First Star? A high-touch, face-to-face program on our 14 university campuses, which are now closed and we can't go. Well, if they give you lemons, maybe you make lemonade. And in inventing the First Star STEAM Academy for Social Justice, what we've done is to take everything we've learned about taking First Star online, and we've realized that we can offer First Star to 10x the number of students nationwide by not turning off at the end of the COVID when we're all vaccinated and we can all go back to our normal lives together and have community face-to-face. There's enormous reach to our online platform, so we're going to perpetuate it. We're hiring a new director for the online academy of First Star, and it'll carry on. It'll be our 15th academy, and it'll run in parallel to those which are high touch and face-to-face. I want to say thank you to Jeff Probst. Indeed, I think we all feel as though we're on an island at the moment. I want to say congratulations to my dear friends, Dee and Bill Catuzzi. I remember vividly when Bill and I first spoke, and the fact that you steamed in and have really lifted us up, challenged us, propelled us forward. It's so much appreciated. Jeff Steibel, I remember that first lunch out in Malibu, looking at the ocean over your shoulder, and you've done what you said you would do. And we are so grateful. One of your greatest gifts is that you introduced us to Judy Hackett. And that's my segue to say thank you to the co-chairs of the celebration this year, Judy Hackett, Vince Thompson, and Glenn Friedman. You guys rock. I also want to acknowledge the extraordinarily difficult circumstances in which our national staff has been working. Lindsay, Robin, Brian, Janice, Jenny Ann, Aaron, you are the best of the best. And I've always thought, and it's absolutely true with you, it goes beyond staff in a well-run charity of motivated executives, because you're all volunteers as well as staff. So I salute you. Senemet, who I now know to call Ms. O, sounds good, Ms. O. Congratulations, you lead from the front always, my dear. It's such a privilege to work with you. So if you haven't donated yet, every dollar counts. because of the generosity of one of our major donors, we have a match. It runs out at the end of this program here, at the end of this celebration. But if you give $1 now, STEAM 2020 to 44321, STEAM 2020 to 44321, it's doubled. $100 is $200. Please keep it coming. We're almost there, but not quite, with our goals for this year's celebration. It's an extraordinary thing to realize that in this very challenging year, 100% of our scholars have graduated high school, and 87% of our scholars in this year's graduating 12th grade classes across the country have gone on to colleges and universities. That is within whispering distance of the best we've ever achieved face to face. And we've done it kind of with one hand behind our back because of the COVID. Most of all, we learn from our students that there's nothing the matter with foster kids, that reliable grown-ups, encouragement, some good academics, self-esteem, life skills, role models won't fix so that you send 87% of these young people onto colleges and universities. It's getting very exciting now because those students from our earliest academies are now finishing university and college and going on to professional careers, and they're going to come back and lecture and teach in the First Star STEAM Academy. So the whole thing is a win-win. I'm enormously grateful for this opportunity. My mind goes back to 2011 when I somehow, under false pretenses, got a 15-minute meeting with the Chancellor of UCLA, Chancellor Block, and I sat there. I had the impertinence in his office to say, what I'd like to ask you to do is to house, educate, and encourage high school-aged, underage foster kids in the middle of your campus. Please say yes. And when I came out of his office 2 hours later, he had shaken my hand and said, well, at very least, we should pilot it, right? And we've done it. And this thing is now growing exponentially. Success breeds success. I'm so grateful to everyone who has pitched in, everyone who has done the heavy lifting. Thank you so much. And I'm handing it back to Jeff Probst now to close it and bring it home, please, Jeff.
All right, that is it. Thanks for joining us for the 2020 First Star celebration. It's been an honor for me. I have a history that goes back with foster care organizations a long time, so it's been very special for me to be a part of this. And I just want to remind you, it really is, there's a direct connection between your contributions and First Star's ability to not only create, but to sustain these amazing environments that are consistent in the lives of kids like Kyla. And there are hundreds of them benefiting from it right now. So thank you if you have contributed. And if you haven't, you still have time. Just text STEAM 2020 to 44321. Thank you for investing the time and helping dreams come true. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.